is not making me happy. You're not happy. You don't like me. I can feel that.
We're like Simon and Garfunkel, and somehow you turned me into Garfunkel.
I don't even know what that means.
Why is it that when you're telling your partner how you feel about something that bothers you, it ends up in a hurtful argument? Hi, I'm Dr. Pam, a couples counselor, and I see this happen all the time, and I know it can be extremely upsetting for both of you because, as we all know, conflict can cause a lot of hurt. Today I'm going to show you an argument between a couple who are trying to use tools from their therapist, but it goes downhill fast. I'll show you how to transform hurtful arguments into constructive conversations using a simple yet powerful communication skill. And at the end of this video, I'm going to talk about why men or women lash out or withdraw from an argument. It's so important, so stay tuned. Are you familiar with I statements? They've been around forever as a way to communicate with your partner, but there is a big challenge that I see in I statements.
You know what? I don't want to get into some nasty fight, so can we please talk to each other the way the therapist told us to talk to each other?
Fine. Fine. It makes me feel sad when you are dishonest.
She begins by sharing her feelings as suggested by her therapist, but it ends with an accusation by saying that her husband is dishonest. This shift from sharing our feelings, sometimes we do so using I statements, to making an accusation causes a lot of arguments, often without us even realizing that we are accusing because of our intense emotions. Have you ever found yourself in a similar situation where you're telling your partner how you feel and it escalated into an argument? Think back to a disagreement that you had with your partner. What were you feeling and how did you express it? In the next clip, watch for the moment when this conversation turns. Can you spot the exact phrase that shifts the tone?
I understand it makes you feel bad when I am dishonest with you. It hurts my feelings when you treat me with contempt and corner me and try and trick me into lying.
He may think he's validating her feelings, but when he responds with, I understand, it's empty and it lacks any real empathy. Then he retaliates, claiming his feelings are hurt. You can tell that they're not hurt. And he turns the conversation into an attack. In the next clip, why do you think the argument escalates? Let's watch.
Okay. It makes me sad when it's so easy to trick you into lying because you're such a lying shitbag.
Now it escalates into hurtful name calling, and we all know that words have power. They can leave lasting scars. When I counsel couples, I translate hurtful words to their true meaning. And I'm going to share with you what she's truly trying to communicate in a bit. By the way, if you're intrigued with the complexities of being truly understood in an argument, I've got a video on just that. Make sure to check it out. But as you watch this, do you recognize any patterns in your own communication with your partner? As you keep watching, think about what you might do differently next time. Let's keep watching.
You can't do that. You can't do that. The therapist said you're not allowed to judge me.
That's not a judgment, that's just a fact.
Here we see him urging her to stop the name calling, but she's determined because she is driven by intense emotions, like I suggested earlier. But there is more than just anger going on here for her. Let's watch closely to uncover her deeper emotions.
Fair enough. Sometimes I withhold truth. That is true. But it's only because I'm scared to death of your crazy-ass, illogical overreactions.
So it could have taken a positive turn here when he acknowledged his fear, but unfortunately, he escalated the argument with hurtful words like crazy-ass overreactions. And here we witness her explode.
Well, it hurts me inside and triggers me when you're such a dishonest shit that you're lending your father money without telling me while your record company's going bankrupt and we're on the verge of losing our house!
So did you guess the emotion that was driving her anger? Fear. She was fearful of losing the house and all of her financial security. That's terrifying. And I'm sure she felt betrayed as well. And do you know what drove him to explode? Shame. Have you ever been on the receiving end of accusations? Do you remember how that felt? Most can identify anger, but there's always more that we feel when we are being accused, and it's usually shame that we feel. What's important for you to know is that when accusations ignite shame, men tend to get angry, lash out, and they often can say something harsh, or they withdraw in anger, or both. When women feel shame, they tend to feel flooded with a mixture of anger and fear and a feeling of disconnection. They may shut down as well, but it appears more like hurt and upset than anger. So what's the solution here? Learn how to express your emotions without accusations. For example, the statement, "I feel like I'm not a priority in your life." I hear this all the time. There is not one feeling word in that statement. Yes, it comes from a place of hurt, but it is not communicated with emotion, and it's shaming. You could say, "I miss you," and feel sad when we're apart. Let's spend more time together. Check out my video on what we really need in an argument, and I'll keep posting videos to help you understand these challenges and help you get the connection that I know you want and you deserve with your partner. So thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.